Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
Hour number 3 off and running here after further review on a Monday presented by Relief Windows. Musso in for Scone. Scone is out for the rest of 2025. He will be back in 2026, so I'll carry you through the new year. Man, that's a fast 2 hours. Great 2 hours of the show, too. Thanks to Peter Burns. He stopped by with us to talk some college football playoff in his normal Monday spot. And we got a great last hour here lined up for you as well. Reset the LSU staff news, obviously, with Kevin Smith joining. We got Otterlock still to get to, but I did want to start with Tyler Shough and the New Orleans Saints. Saints got their third win in a row on Sunday, beating the Jets. First 3-game win streak for the franchise since 2022. They have a chance for their first 4-game win streak. They beat the Titans this weekend since 2020. In 2020, of course, they went to the playoffs, won 9 straight games. In that season. It's the last time the Saints have been in the NFL playoffs. And Tyler Shough has been a huge part of all of it. And as a result, you've seen Tyler Shough's odds to win Offensive Rookie of the Year skyrocket. First started thinking about this last week. I even put it on this prep sheet that I make for Matt every day. Tyler Shough at DraftKings a week ago was plus 2,500 to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was behind Travion Henderson. He was behind Tetairoa McMillan. He was behind Emeka Ibuka. He was behind Jackson Dart. Plus 2,500. Now, after he has led the Saints to 4 wins, after he has led them on a 3-game winning streak, and after he just had the Saints' first 300-yard passing game since 2023, Tyler Shough has seen his odds for Offensive Rookie of the Year go from plus 2,500 at DraftKings all the way up to plus 370. He now has the second best odds behind only Tet McMillan from the Carolina Panthers. So can Tyler Shough win this award? Let's lay out the case. What does he have to do? First, look at the wins. And you're not going to find anyone who beats this drum harder that wins are not a quarterback stat than me. I hate it. Wins are a team stat. If you want to assign wins to any one coach, any one person, do it to the head coach. Wins are a team stat in every sport. Wins are a team stat. It drives me crazy in baseball too when they count wins as a pitcher stat. But people love to look at it in the NFL. Wins by quarterback. Tyler Shough's 4-3 as a starter. His 4 wins are tops among all rookie quarterbacks in 2025 that have started a game. That's a huge check mark for him. Because it's a quarterback-driven award. And him having that notch, that bodes well for his favor. As Ross Jackson noted over at LouisianaSports.net today, Tyler Shough has already set Saints rookie records for completions, passing yards, passing touchdowns, and he currently holds the top spot in passer rating and completion percentage. So you have a guy who is leading all rookie quarterbacks who have started a game in 2025 and wins, and who has already set 3 franchise rookie records. That right there is a big case in and of itself. And he's got 2 games left to play. And I'm here to tell you that even with that, I'm not sure it's enough unless the Saints win out. If Tyler Shough can win out, get himself to 22, 2,300 yards passing as a rookie, he can get himself to a few more touchdowns. He's only at 7. Like, the touchdowns, while it's the Saints rookie record, it's not necessarily there, right? I think you're going to need a little bit more from him there. But the wins might be enough to trump all that. When you look at him in comparison to Tet McMillan, McMillan's just shy of 1,000 yards so far in the season. He will absolutely get there and then some. Barney stays healthy over the next two weeks. He has 65 receptions, so he's got a great average as well, doing it on not taking as many catches, and 6 touchdowns so far in his rookie year as well. But he's also the number 1 target as a rookie on a team that is leading their division with 2 weeks to play. And I think that does matter. But if Tyler Shough and the Saints win out and he gets to 6 wins as a starter and the Saints get to 7 wins overall in the season, you could see this thing skew to the quarterback like it always does. I mean, you have to realize it's already happening, because before this weekend, before Tyler Shough overtook the second best betting odds, and by the way, he's got more to catch up. Tet McMillan's at minus 250. Like, he has minus 200 plus odds to win this award. That can change quickly, though. Before Tyler Shough took that second spot, Jackson Dart had the best odds to win Rookie of the Year at DraftKings for a quarterback, and that was at like plus 800. So you see now how quickly they can close. Tyler Shough goes out there, puts up numbers. Saints win out. I think he does win the award. The problem is I don't think the Saints are going to win out. I do think they drop one of the next 2. Back-to-back road games, tough in the NFL, obviously. I mean, you look at the Saints. They had that once already this year. Excuse me, they had that once at Seattle, at Buffalo, and then again at Rams, at Panthers. They won once out of those back-to-back road games. And that was at the Panthers. Now you're at Titans, at Falcons. It's probably going to be freezing cold in Nashville this weekend for that game. Warm weather team going up to the cold weather. How does that go? Not to mention the Saints also play indoors. And the majority of the Saints games this year have been indoors as well. And then you have to go to Atlanta and face the Falcons, who have already beaten you on your home field, and it wasn't particularly close that day in the Superdome either. Can the Saints win out? Yes. And if they do, I think Tyler Shough overtakes Tet McMillan and wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. The problem is I just think that has to happen in order for him to do it, and I do not think the Saints will win out. I hope they prove me wrong, because, and that would mean closing on a 5-game winning streak. It would mean potentially your first winner of Offensive Rookie of the Year since Alvin Kamara in 2017. And you really want to gas the fan base up for the future? Tyler Shough doing that, I think that'd get the job done, gassing the fan base up. We'll see what he can do. But one thing's for sure, certainly looks like you found the quarterback, at least for next year. He's earned a full season to show you what he can do. And in part by leading something that I don't think many of us thought was possible this year, and that's a 3-game winning streak, an actual winning streak for the New Orleans Saints. I mean, they have looked downright dreadful at times this year, but not in the last 7 games. It's all kind of turned around. Defense is a big part of that, but so is Tyler Shough, and it could lead him to an Offensive Rookie of the Year award. We'll keep you posted. Keep you posted on those odds, too, as they change. But right now, Tyler Shough, plus 370 at DraftKings to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's the second best odds behind only Tet McMillan, who's at minus 250 from the Carolina Panthers. All right. We're going to grab a break. We will come back on the other side here, a Monday edition of AFR presented by Relief Windows. Musso in for Moscone. We'll kind of reset the news of the day with LSU football, which is Lane Kiffin's staff and Kevin Smith, and also get you a brief preview of LSU hoops tonight in the PMAC. They're going to absolutely destroy Prairie View, but we'll give you a brief thumbnail on that as well as we continue here on AFR.
Quick reminder about Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com. lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. They're the best. If you are, gentlemen, thinking about popping the question and you're thinking about where am I going to go buy that diamond, I want you to consider this. There are places that will sell you man-made lab diamonds, but what are you buying? It's according to its makeup and characteristics, sure, diamond. But is it going to hold its value? Like, is that the way you want to say, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you? Go to Lee Michaels. Go to Lee Michaels. Walk in the door. Experience the thing I talk about all the time, which is the Lee Michaels experience. It's Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry with 10 locations. Baton Rouge, 2 locations in Baton Rouge. New Orleans, Lafayette, Shreveport, Mississippi, Texas as well. 10 locations across 3 states. It's Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Thrill her, gentlemen. Thrill her with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry.
All right, back here after further review here on a Monday presented by Relief Windows. Christmas week. We'll do show today. We'll finish up today. Have a show Tuesday, and then we are off for the rest of the week for the Christmas holiday. So we'll be back here a week from today after Tuesday's show. News of the day really surrounds Lane Kiffin's staff with LSU and the running backs coach and the running backs position. Talked about it at length in the first segment in the open. Kevin Smith hired as LSU's running back coach, finalized. LSU on 3 was the first to report it, but LSU even posted a video of Kevin Smith in the facility on Sunday. That was his first official day of the job. It's a move that was widely expected. It's a move that really shouldn't shock anybody. It was kind of what Lane Kiffin wanted all along, and especially after Frank Wilson, the report came out that he was going to be the running backs coach at Ole Miss. Well, you knew, okay, well, obviously Kevin Smith has to have someplace to go, and the obvious inference was that was going to be Baton Rouge, and it is, and I think he checks every single box that you could want as a hire. Again, went into it in depth in the open. You can go back and find that on demand if you're interested. AFR, LSU on YouTube, of course, Apple and Spotify podcasts as well. The real interesting part of that now is what happens with LSU's current running back room. And Matt Moscona, who's supposed to be on vacation, has a report over at LouisianaSports.net that the conversations between Kevin Smith and Harlem Berry have already started on securing Berry's return to LSU in 2026. It is how Kevin Smith spent most of his first day on the job. So Sunday, Kevin Smith, LSU GM Billy Glasscock, Harlem Berry, and Harlem Berry's father met at LSU to discuss Berry's return. It could get complicated, though. As the source informed Matt, it would likely take more conversation to solidify Harlem Berry's return should Ole Miss running back Kewan Lacey elect to transfer to LSU. Now, as we mentioned in the open of the show, when we were talking about Kevin Smith coming over and what that could mean for Kewan Lacey, he has not entered the transfer portal. That is pure speculation on everyone's part. Now, then again, you do have the leaked video of the phone conversation with Lane Kiffin on it, saying that both Kevin Smith and Kewan Lacey were coming to LSU. But other than that, there's no official entry. As LouisianaSports.net previously reported, Ole Miss has offered Kewan Lacey $1.8 million to return to the Rebels in 2026. So either LSU's going to have to top that, equal it, or he's just really going to have to want to come play for his coach, or all three. But even with an hour-long conversation between Smith, Billy Glasscock, Harlem Berry, and his father on Sunday night, there could be some complication there if indeed Kewan Lacey does decide to transfer to LSU. Look, I'm here to tell you the perfect world scenario is you get both of them. But I can understand where Harlem Berry's coming from. Harlem Berry was the number one running back in the class of 2025. Harlem Berry has a great relationship with Frank Wilson, and if he wanted to, could easily follow him to Ole Miss. They would take him with open arms, as they should, and I think that would just be vomit-inducing to have to watch. Because I want Harlem Berry on LSU's football team. Because of what you saw from him this year. So you really have to ask yourself, and I'm not saying this would be me speculating, just it'd be more complicated. So again, this is me speculating this, that Harlem wants to be the guy. He wants to be the bell cow. And obviously that's more complicated with Kewan Lacey on the team because he's the bell cow. If there's a way you can get both of them, do it. Because here's the thing, you want both of them. You want the proven commodity in a guy like Kewan Lacey, who is awesome and could potentially end up being a first-round draft pick after next year. At worst, he's going to go second round, provided everything he stays healthy. Yeah, you want that guy. He's already got the familiarity with Lane Kiffin's system, with all of that. But, man, you look at a guy like Harlem Berry, and I don't know if there's more tailor-made a running back for what Lane Kiffin likes to do with the position than a guy like Harlem Berry. And that's somebody that you absolutely want on the staff. I'm not telling you it's an if Lacey comes that I'm out or not. Like, it's not one of those. Maybe it's not that cut and dry. As the source noted to Matt, it's more complicated if Kewan Lacey indeed ends up at LSU. But if you have both of them somehow, that is arguably the best running back room in America come 2026. And the other thing you're missing on this is Lacey's side of it. Does he want to transfer to LSU if both Harlem Berry and Caden Durham stay? He's got $1.8 million on the table for him in Oxford. What a hell of a nice payday for a college kid. But what you really take away from this is Kevin Smith understands the assignment. His first day in Baton Rouge, he's meeting for an hour trying to retain Harlem Berry in Baton Rouge. And, man, hopefully they can get it done because Harlem was awesome down the stretch. You talk about seeing development take place for a running back. Y'all, that happened with Harlem Berry. Specifically, mainly in the pass protection where they could leave him on the field more. But starting at Vanderbilt, Harlem Berry did not have a game where he did not gain at least 50 yards rushing for LSU all the way until Oklahoma. Because, well, nobody did anything offensively in that game. Because it was hideous and it felt like it took 7 hours. But you really saw him come into his own and take over as LSU's feature back. And you can see the promise in so many different areas. Yes, he's extremely athletic, but, man, he's more physical than people give him credit for, both running the ball behind his pads and also in pass protection. And that's just absolutely, absolutely a guy that you want to keep here in Baton Rouge if you can. Kevin Smith's on it, but that's going to be a very fluid situation, and we'll keep you posted throughout as that continues to play out for Harlem Berry and LSU. Okay. The other thing we were watching with LSU staff is Sterling Lucas. He is the target to fill the spot on the defensive line as the defensive tackles coach. He's the run game coordinator at South Carolina right now. Nothing is official there. But he is LSU's target as we get anything maybe more official later in the week or whatnot. Obviously, if we're on the air when it happens, we'll let you know. If not, keep it locked, LouisianaSports.net. You know we'll have it up there for you there. You should get all your news at LouisianaSports.net because it's free. I mean, why? And it's great news. Why would you not do that? It's free. And there's no pop-ups either. you know who you are websites with pop-ups that drive me nuts every day. And so do Cassie and Taylor because they hear me complain about it from my office. All right. It's after further review. The LSU men's basketball team, they're in action tonight. They're going to play Prairie View. And, yeah, that's, it's another Q4 matchup for LSU, but you've got 3 non-conference games left. Well, I'm sorry, I take that back. You have 2 non-conference games left. You have this one, and then a game against Southern Miss, and then there you go. I mean, you're into it after that against Texas A&M on the road. Prairie View A&M comes in there 5-6. Their wins are Paul Quinn College, Champions Christian College, University of Dallas, and College of Biblical Studies.
College of Biblical Studies. Moose, look, don't sleep on them. They got a good point guard.
I'll take your word for that, Taylor, although I don't think that they do.
Nah, there's a chance that's not true.
Yeah. Their net is 302. LSU's going to win this game, and they're going to win this game handily. I think what you're looking for, continuing the offensive production. I really want to see Max McKinnon stay hot shooting. I mean, he's been really good in your last 2 games.
When he's hot, you're efficient. When he's not, you're not.
He has been really efficient against SMU and again against Southeastern. And look, the game against Southeastern wasn't really in doubt either. And then defensively, man, that's really where LSU did struggle against the Lions. They gave up 77 points. So defensively, that kind of early in this, you look at it and you go, okay, is LSU a team that can slow down some of the offenses in the SEC? I get the league's down a little bit from where it was a year ago, but I should say you give up 77 to SMU. You held Southeastern to 65. So can you continue that defensive improvement is what I'm looking at here for LSU tonight. And above all else, my Lord, just stay healthy. Just stay healthy. Like, get a big lead and get everybody out. I'd love to not have to see DJ Thomas play deep in the second half of this basketball game. I mean, look, you've already lost Jalen Reed again for the season, which is just heartbreaking for that young man to see his season end early again to a season-ending leg injury, this time an Achilles. Just get out of this healthy because you have depth now, but man, that could start to whittle if you're not careful. So LSU and Prairie View A&M tonight from the PMAC. LSU's just going to win the game by a lot. They're going to win the game by a lot. I think Prairie View. Let's see. All right, we got Monday Night Football tonight here between the Niners and the Colts. Taylor, I'm going to bring you in on this too. Man, it's funny. You and I really kind of throughout the season have both kind of gone back and forth just in conversation talking about how the NFL, it hadn't been its greatest season. There's been a hard time kind of like holding attention throughout given weeks. Games that looked big didn't necessarily play out that way, didn't live up to the hype, if you will. You tell me what you think. I think this week that we're in right now, I think this has been the best week in the NFL. I mean, you had awesome games. It started on Thursday night with the Seahawks and the Rams in overtime and just the crazy ending to that game. Obviously, DJ Moore's catch with the Bears and the Commanders the Bears and
the Packers.
Thank you. The Bears and the Packers on Saturday. Yesterday, I mean, Bucks Panthers was a really good game. Bills Browns was a really good game. You had the Ravens and the Patriots at night, which was a good one. And then, I mean, goodness gracious, man, Lions and Steelers. Talk about a crazy finish there too. This has been a very, very, very strong week in the NFL where you've had a few sneaky matchups turn out to be really good.
Yeah, and the Steelers-Lions may have been the best one of them all. On taking out DK Metcalf, swing and a miss, but
2-game suspension.
First off, if you're going to get suspended, make contact. He didn't even hit him.
Yeah,
he just it was an attempted punch. I like this game tonight, though, man. 49ers Colts. I personally don't think the Colts are going to make the playoffs. You and I have kind of talked off air. We were really never believers of the Colts. Like, because even when Daniel Jones was playing well, it was Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor was carrying the load offensively for this team. Jonathan Taylor has not had 100 yards rushing in 4 games, and guess what, Musso? They've lost 4 straight games coming into tonight. He has to go off for this team to be good. Last time they won was the Falcons, 244 and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he is their offense. Now, I think they got a shot to win if they can run the ball, because the Colts played pretty good defense last week, but Brock Purdy's gotten a little hot. I mean, he's been in and out of the lineup with injury, but 4 touchdowns, no interceptions his last 2 weeks. They've won 2 games in a row. Like, I really like what I've seen from the 49ers. Like, if it ended today, they would be in the playoffs right now. Colts are on the outside looking in. This is a tough spot for the Colts, and it really doesn't get easier with how they finish their schedule either.
No, it doesn't, but it's a good thing for them. I mean, they get this one at home, but you're right. Then they have the Jaguars at home. They have to finish the season at Houston. They are currently 1 game out of the playoffs.
And those 2 teams might actually be the best teams in the AFC right now.
They might be. I mean, what Jacksonville did to Denver yesterday, that game was not competitive.
No, and they controlled it the whole way. I get it was 17-10 at half, but that game was not close.
Jacksonville was in complete control of that game from jump, and it's interesting because you look at the Colts and the Niners, you have 2 teams really going in opposite directions. You mentioned Brock Purdy being back, and they've been playing really well. And San Francisco's won 4 in a row, whereas you look at the Colts, they've lost 5 of 6. I mean, they are in free fall, and you have Phillip Rivers at quarterback. Now, that's really, I'm not going to lie, for all the playoff implications that it has, now it's not really playoff implications very much for the Niners. I mean, they look pretty good there in the NFC right now. Does the San Francisco? I mean, they're locked into the 6th seed. They've clinched a playoff berth, so like they're in. That's an interesting element of this. Could you improve your seeding? Sure, but you're really going to need to win the division in order to do that. And right now, Seattle's kind of got a stranglehold on that after beating LA. Seattle's the 1 seed in the NFC right now.
Yeah, that's wild.
The NFC looks completely different than anybody thought that it would coming in. But Phillip Rivers wasn't that bad.
No, he's 18-27. Like people are going to say, oh, the game ended on an interception. They weren't winning that game. He was throwing up a prayer, trying to get him in field goal range. That's not on him.
He led a drive to help get them in position to win, and their defense gave it up. Okay. That was with a week of practice, coming off the couch cold on 5 years. Okay, he's been in there now another week. I want to see if you see a little elevation from it, because he's going to start, and he's going to start for them the rest of the season as well. That's the only hope, really, for them. Can they run the ball like you said? Sure. But they're going to have something at the quarterback position, and they're going to ask a 44-year-old man to do it. But again, he didn't look half bad. I wonder if San Francisco, with the playoff spot already locked up, if they're resting on their laurels a little bit, even though maybe they could improve seeding, but they're going to need some help in order to do that as well. It's not just all them winning.
Yeah, I don't know how they improve seeding that much right now. I mean, you mentioned it. The Seahawks have a stranglehold on the division. The Rams are still ahead of them in that division as well. Like they're third in the NFC West right now. I probably would maybe rest a few, and maybe not rest, but like maybe don't give Christian McCaffrey 25 to 26 carries tonight. Maybe split it up a little bit. You got Brian Robinson Jr. behind him, who you traded for in the offseason and really haven't used him. He's fresh, but if Phillip Rivers could get the ball out quick, that's where he was helped last week. That's a really good Seattle defense. They sacked Rivers 1 time last week because he got the ball out quick. And you got weapons. Michael Pittman Jr. is really good. Alec Pierce has done a nice job. Tyler Warren he's in the running for Rookie of the Year as well. Like, you have more than just Jonathan Taylor. Rivers can do it. They got to control the clock, though. I mean, I think Brock Purdy, with the way this offense is rolling right now, the Colts have struggled late in games defensively. Phillip's going to have to hold on to the ball a little bit for them to have a shot.
How about the finish of the 49ers schedule? See, you're at the Colts. Then you have home games against the Bears and Seahawks.
It's pretty tough.
I mean, look, man, that's how you improve seeding. You beat Seattle, and you went out and you have the Rams drop another game. You'll move up potentially there. So, I mean, you're going to be you're traveling one way or the other if you're San Francisco. But because you're not going to win I don't think you're going to win the division. But this should be an interesting game. I'm hopeful that it's as good as the rest of the week has been, because it it was a really fun few days. And also the fight in the Eagles-Commanders game was just awesome. So, I mean, yeah, you love to see that. You love to see that a lot. But Monday Night Football, Rams, Niners, and Colts. We'll get Jimmy's take. He'll be here for Otterlocks next as well. Let's see. They are live at louisianasports.net. He is already 1-0 for the bowl game. Otter gave you Washington State, the Cougars, plus 1.5 to win in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. They won the darn thing outright. So Otter 1-0 so far here on the week. We'll have to see what he has in store for us for Monday Night Football. He does have a play on the game with the Colts and the Niners. But again, a bowl game is during the day. That's why you got to go to louisianasports.net to get the Otter locks when they are posted. Otter already a winner with Washington State. We'll talk to him next here for Monday Night Football. All right. We are going to grab a break. But before we do that, Taylor, hit me with a floating live, would you?
Let's Rev, R-E-V, letsrev.com, letsrev.com. You ever just get super frustrated at super slow internet? Oh, we've all been there, man. The little spinning wheel, slamming your keyboard or your mouse, pounding the desk because it's so frustrating. Your internet's so slow. Storm comes, knocks the power out, knocks the internet out, knocks the cable out. You're so frustrated. Maybe that's just me because I get kind of angry about things. But it's annoying. Nobody wants that to happen. Rev can help. They're local and 5 gigs, lightning fast speeds, and backed by an all-fiber network. Fiber. It's buried under the ground. I mean, you don't have to worry about a storm coming knocking the power lines down. Let's Rev. Listen, more than 70,000 Louisiana homeowners and business owners trust Rev. You should as well. R-E-V. 90 years of local experience. Let'sRev.com. Let'sRev.com. All
right, man. It's been a great show here on a Monday edition of AFR presented by Relief Windows. Musso in for Moscona. Scone is out for the rest of 2025. He'll be back in 2026. We have one more segment here on Monday and then one more show tomorrow on Tuesday, and then we are off for the Christmas holiday as well, back a week from today. We're going to grab a break. When we come back, we'll close out the show how we do, well, I was going to say every day, how we do Monday through Thursday. We'll do that with Otterlocks. Stick around. Next.
Brought to you by Parish Construction Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.
After further review, presented by Relief Windows. Windows, doors, siding, and oh, we do shutters too.
Brought to you by Parish Construction Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Tell you every day do business with someone you know. That's me and Terrio and Richard Tilley and Joe Morales and Trent Davis and our whole staff. We appreciate everyone so much who's giving us the opportunity. Our commercial roofing manager, Matt Pearson, sent us all a text that we were just awarded a large commercial roofing job today, and they heard us talking about it. And yes, of course, at your home, any roof repair, replacement, we love to help you out. We can install gutters for you. We do soft wash, do all of it. But I want to remind you that we are a commercial roofing company as well. So if your commercial building needs a new roof or repair, you have any issues whatsoever, we have the best guy. We went and scoured the world and found Matt Pearson in Florida, and we brought him to Baton Rouge. I'm convinced there's not a soul alive that knows more about commercial roofing than Matt Pearson. So if your commercial building is having any roof issues, roof repair, replacement, or you just need options, trust me, have a conversation with Matt Pearson. We'd love to help you out. Parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com.
Back here after further review here on a Monday, closing out the show. I was going to say closing out hour 3, but we're closing out the show here. And we will do that the way we do most days with Otterlocks. Hit it, Taylor.
Otterlocks.
All right, time to win some money.
Presented by Total Maintenance AC Repair. Same-day service means you will never sleep hot. 480-1000. We are Total Maintenance.
I think it's safe to say that I won the bet.
How about our guy Jimmy Ott? Already off to a winning day here. Gave out Washington State plus the 1.5, and the Cougs find a way and get it done in the Potato Bowl. Want to know, Otter, how are you?
Good, Musso. Yeah, little bit of a roll as of late. We closed out the Friday show over at Rufino's with a 4-0 college football playoff bowls, including finagling a way to get Oregon at home minus the 10.5 on the first half line instead of leaving you susceptible to a backdoor cover there. So that worked out good. 4-1 yesterday on Otterlock. So including our buddy Randy McKay going 3-0. We had Max had a winning day. Charlie had a winning day. Everybody contributing had a winning day yesterday. So
'tis the season,
Otter.
Otter.
Bit of a roll. What's that?
It's 'tis the season.
'Tis the season. Ho, ho, Annie. Yes, indeed. So let's continue tonight. And, man, I thought Seattle would blast the Colts last Sunday in Seattle. Rivers making his first start in his mid-40s, coming out of the high school coaching ranks and things like that. But, they just played within themselves and kept it close, man, and almost stole it from the Seahawks. Some may say they should have won that game. But now they come back home to San Francisco, and I think was either third or fourth for coach of the year right now, the odds market as far as Shanahan. And they've overcome a ton of injuries. They control their own destiny for the NFC West right now. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a tricky spot here for San Francisco tonight. And I love a home dog, especially over 3 points over a field goal. So 5.5, whatever it is right now, we're going to take the Colts, the home dog, at home tonight.
All right, Colts 5.5. Let's see. I can look at it here on DraftKings. It is down to 4.5 right now on DraftKings.
We'll stay with it. But
okay.
Yeah, when we gave it to Hunt earlier, it was 5.5. So 4.5 still over a field goal. So yeah, we'll still advise you take it right now.
Got to go to the website and get the picks. You can get the best lines. And hey, you would have already had a winner today with Washington State. Otter, where are you tomorrow?
We are at Doe's Eat Place, our last show before the holiday. So taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off.
I was going to ask if y'all are back Friday or not, but okay. So live at lunch tomorrow, Doe's Eat Place. Y'all get by. Go see Hanny and Ott as they take off for the Christmas holiday after that. Otter, we appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. And Jimmy Ott giving out the Colts tonight on Monday Night Football. Gave it out at 5.5. It is now down to plus 4.5, but does still advise that you go ahead and take the Colts tonight. Taylor and I were talking about it in the last segment, man. It's interesting. There's playoff implications abound in that game. The Niners, yes, they have it locked up, but I mean they can definitely improve seeding. You heard Jimmy there, control their own destiny still for the NFC West. The NFC has just been such a mess this year. I mean, I don't think anyone had Seattle as the as the conference leader, the conference 1 seed coming here in December, but that's where we are, man. Great show here today to start off Christmas week. We have one more to go, but talked to Kevin Smith. And being hired by LSU to open the show. We talked to plenty of Saints as they are winners of 3 straight games for the first time since 2022. They have a chance to make it 4 in a row this weekend against the Tennessee Titans, which would be the first time since 2020 when they won 9 consecutive games. Tyler Shough saw a huge increase in his Offensive Rookie of the Year odds. Can he win the award? We went into that. You can get that on demand and anything else that you might have missed in the show. Shout out to Peter Burns for joining us here, as he does always on Monday. We talk some playoff with Peter Burns, and he and I kind of debated who's the worst wrapper of Christmas presents. I still think that I am just the worst gift wrapper of all time, but PB says he's pretty rough at it too. So we're able to have some fun there and talk, obviously, a big weekend for the SEC in the playoff and another one coming up I guess it's not a weekend, but next week for New Year's Day between Alabama and Indiana, and of course Georgia and Ole Miss in a rematch. Peter said he thinks Georgia's just going to dominate Ole Miss, which surprised me a little bit. I kind of hope they just do, but that's for different reasons. I'm tired of the whole LSU Ole Miss discourse. I'm ready to move on, put that on the back burner until SEC Media Days, and just kind of, everyone's having the same argument they've had for however many long. Anyway, I digress. All right, that's going to just about do it here for our Monday show. Musso in for Moscona the rest of the year. Appreciate Taylor. We appreciate Cassie as well for hanging out. Appreciate all of you for hanging out as well. Join us again here tomorrow, our last show of the week. We'll have Shay Dixon. We'll give you a final thought on the Texas Bowl, as well as Saints Titans. A couple other great guests lined up for you as well on